So if I look a little bit disheveled, it's just because I just woke up and I was kind of panning through my Twitter stream, and then I realised that the World Cup final was on, and Argentina versus Germany, I think. Yeah, good work, Paul. And apparently a new Doctor Who trailer had dropped. It's about 1 minute and 10 seconds long, and so I had a look at it. There is a lot of stuff to go through, even though it's only 1 minute long, and it's not very long till Doctor Who comes out, and we are kind of picking at any scraps we can get for information about the show. So I've taken some notes, which I'm going to refer to in a very unprofessional manner. First up, the Doctor drops the line, I think I'm over 2,000 years old, which puts three things at the forefront. Moffat is a bit of a tosspot for putting that in there because, as discussed, the aging of the Doctor is a complex issue and you just shouldn't put numbers in there. He should just say thousands of years old, but I really do realise that I sound like an asshole for being such a nitpicker. Secondly, we learned that Capaldi's accent brings, much like the milkshake, all the boys to the yard, and there is no thirdly. The second thing we see in the trailer is a very, very big presence with Clara, the companion carried over from Matt Smith's Doctor, which is good and bad because I like Clara, well acted. The problem is Clara, like many other Moffat characters, suddenly becomes the core of the Doctor Who universe because, as with Amy, without Clara, no incarnation of the Doctor could ever have existed, which is really hard to enjoy her as a relatable character now, in spite of the fact that she has so much to like. She has very few of Amy's flaws. She's not irritating. We then see a cross-section of images. There's implied Daleks, there's an exploding TARDIS, there's a dinosaur in London, there's a cavalcade of other monsters. The interesting thing there is the exploding TARDIS, because there's a shot with Capaldi actually framed against the TARDIS, and it looks like, to me at least, that it's kind of reforming, so we could get a new TARDIS interior, which, if Capaldi has any say in it, like he did with his costume, is going to look boss. We get lots of glimpses of Victorian England, which really does bore the shit out of me. I don't want Victorian England anymore. I don't want Madame Vastra. But I suspect, based on images and based on other things, none of which are spoilery because I haven't read the scripts, as we've covered, I suspect that what's going to happen is Capaldi's going to wake up, not know who he is. He's going to have to get taken to someone he knows, obviously a creation of Moffat, as opposed to Gallifrey, which would basically mean Moffat would have to take characters and people that already existed and that he hadn't invented himself, which does actually bring him out in a horrible rash, I've heard, so obviously we need to think about his health. There is lots more Doctor Who news coming. In a few days I'm going to be doing an episode where I break down what's been going on with Big Finish. If you don't know what Big Finish is, stay tuned. That's going to be very, very exciting. If you like, you can follow me on Twitter, at Paul Verhoeven. You can follow me on Instagram, at It's Paul Verhoeven, I think. And there's a subscribe button around here somewhere. And also, I'm going to go get some coffee because this is literally what I slept in. I'll see you guys soon.